Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys another look at the Toshiba Libretto W105. Now in my first video covering this device, I really only gave you guys initial impressions. So today I wanted to show you some actual performance of this clamshell UMPC. Again, there are two 7-inch multi-touch capacitive screens. As you can see right now I have the desktop extended across both of those screens. Toshiba has been kind enough to integrate a touch-friendly UI because they do recognize that Windows 7 was not made for fingers. So basically you can control where you put your windows. You can go ahead and extend that across both screens, and scrolling is clearly fluid. Pinch to zoom, not so much. I'm not even going to bother demonstrating it. Don't expect much out of that. You can go ahead and of course put that back up there on the top. There's also controls directly to those functions in terms of extending across both desktops, as well as bringing it back up to the upper portion of the device or the lower. Let's go ahead, and also I just want to bring up on the bottom screen a piece of HD video so you guys can see the playback capabilities of this Intel U5400. Now, I really hate to use this sample for you guys. I'm not trying to play it again, excuse me. But the bottom line, in terms of me showing you that, is really just to stress that this device is really capable of playing any video format, and whether it's 1080p, high profile, it'll handle it. Of course, it does not have true video out capabilities. I did mention in my initial impressions that you can use the Dynadock, but the performance is a little bit off. You will get video out. It's not going to be for home theater purposes. So, that is a limitation of this device. But as you can see, no problems with HD video. Now, I want to show you guys some flash playback up here at the top. You're not going to be able to hear the audio, but I wanted you to see that at least the video is actually fluid. And of course, this device shouldn't have any issues playing back flash video. So here we go. Okay, so not a lot of movement there. You'll have to take my word for it if you couldn't really make up your mind, but flash is absolutely not an issue for this device. Even when you're dealing with 720p, no issues on YouTube. Haven't really pushed it to 1080p. Wouldn't really serve a purpose, since neither of the 7-inch multi-touch screens that this device has actually can display native 1080p or anything above 720p actually. So stop that. So basically that's what you're looking at here. Again, Toshiba has taken into account, like I mentioned, that you're not going to be able to really get around Windows 7 so easily with your hands. So a couple of things. I mentioned that they've integrated some controls like bringing up the touchpad if you do require it in a situation, rather than trying to hunt for what you're trying to touch. So that does come in handy. Do really enjoy the keyboard and the haptic feedback. Let's go ahead and show you guys some performance of browsing the web. If I go over to Engadget, close the keyboard here. As you can see, browsing is pretty good. It's fluid. It's not going to be as smooth an experience as what you will find out of an Android or Apple OS-based tablet or phone, or any device, of course, again, optimized for touchscreens. Toshiba was certainly breaking the mold with this device. I do think we're going to see a lot more devices like this one, but, pinch to zoom here, not really fantastic. You can see even there just now as I was trying to scroll, it started to highlight things. So again, it's not a perfect system, but if you do want to make Windows 7 a much more exciting and to me a fun experience to use, then this certainly accomplishes that. but occasionally you will run into some bugs, and that's part of the reason that this was a limited run item. But I think, you know, it does bode well for the future of mobile computing, especially in this format, which is really unique. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them, and as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.